Hello guys, what is going on and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making an Evo type car. Obviously it's not going to be an exact Evo, but we can certainly try and see what we can do today. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and downloaded something from the Steam store. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to get the workshop up now. Hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully it's just not recording the game. And this is the model we've got. So just because this isn't mine what I'm using, this belongs to someone called Partario. So thank you very much, mate, for publishing this. Hopefully it's going to be a sick model. I'm going to actually turn that sound down now because it is doing my head in. Let's have a look. So what's that? Would that be effects or ambient? There we go, that's what it is. Sick. And they're the sort of things I use as well, if anyone cares enough. So let's make a car. We're just going to call it Evo. And if you noticed as well, I've got a lot of cars I've already made, and I always call them after like GTA cars because I can never think of a name myself, so I just call them what they're called on GTA. So let's have a look, see what cars we've got. So is it this one which I've just downloaded? That's not. That looks like a BMW 3 Series. That looks very much like a BMW 3 Series. That's actually quite a good model. And this looks like a 1 Series. Mate, this is basically a 1 Series. What the fuck? Okay, so let's try and find it. I don't know where it'll be, to be honest. I don't even know if it's in the game. Knowing my luck, it's probably not worked. I wonder if there's any way you can tell. That's like that's a GTR, mate. Fucking hell. Supercar video next. So else, is it this one? It could actually be this one. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Okay, so let's make it look more sort of Evo. So think of an Evo. It's sort of got like a sort of fairly decent boot. I don't think I'd say like that. I'd say that's about right. What about this? So probably about like that. I haven't got a picture or anything like that up, so I couldn't. I'd say it's a little bit more square at the front. I'd say. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what I might actually do is load up a picture of an Evo now, just to. Oh no, is it changed it back to how it was? I don't think that was. Right. Okay. Or has it? Oh no, it fucking has. Right. It was pretty much like that. Okay, so that'll do. Let me get a picture up of an Evo. Evo 8. I really like the Evo 8s, even though they don't really look any different. So, right, okay, yeah, I've got a picture of what I want it to look like. So we're going to use a monocoque chassis. I think that's how you say it anyway. Oh, max tyres, 175. So we need to flare those arches a little bit. So let's do that. Sleek as fuck. Pull this arch out a bit. Okay, it's looking good, and I'm just going to square off this arch. That's what I'll do. It should hopefully look a bit more Evo-y when we get more stuff on there. It still says 175, so hopefully it's not 175 when we actually come to play in the when we come to actually doing the wheels and stuff like that. So let me see what materials we can use. So we've got corrosion resistant. To be honest, I've got no idea what like normal car manufacturers use. I'm gonna say just corrosion resistant steel, and we're gonna do it so gonna do it longitudinal. Then we're gonna have dual wishbone at the front and link at the back, and we can do our panels that long and save weight. So here's the interesting part. Here's where we give the car its sort of facial features. So let's see what sort of looks like an Evo, not that one. Trying to think, maybe this if we turn it upside down. No, it's too rounded. I think maybe this could look like an Evo if we turn that around. Mate, that could genuinely look like an Evo. It's just some of these are like mods as well, so they're not original parts of the game. Just it around. Does it look like one? No, it just looks a bit odd, I think. It does sort of look like an Evo, but it's just the wrong shape. It goes up too much here. I think if there wasn't that bit there, it'd look a little bit more like one, and it doesn't help as well because obviously it's got the actual headlight things inside of it as well. I wonder if there's a mod actually so we can get Evo lights, or what about this? This could be one. So if we do that, and then how does it go? So if we do that upside down maybe. Oh no, not even upside down. But it doesn't have to look like an Evo though. It just has to sort of be like an Evo in the fact that it'll have a 2-litre turbo, or some sort of turbo engine, 4-cylinder, just like an Evo or a Subaru basically, just sort of those style of cars. But this looks very old, so I'm not going to bother with those ones. I could give it Skyline headlights. That looks like sort of an R34 headlight. And what's down here? It's just the same stuff, isn't it? It is. Right, okay. I think I'm going to use the Skyline one, to be honest. The Skyline looking headlight. I'm going to use that. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, sick. Okay, so we'll have that. Looks a bit odd, to be honest, but let's just roll with it. And then we've got the tail lights. So hopefully we've got sort of... Oh, mate, we've got Evo tail lights. Mate, that is sick. That is actually sick. Right, okay, so let's give it Evo tail lights then. We could put those. I don't know really how they look on an Evo. You don't really see many of them around here, to be honest. We could just have it there. Like that. I suppose that looks good. That'll do me. Okay, so we've got our Evo tail lights and our R34 front lights. I'm just going to see if they've got any Evo headlights, because that'd just make it look a lot better. Let's just put in Evo, see what comes up. No, nothing. Lancer. I've got 2 things. Nah, it's not going to do it. No. Alright, no worries, that's fine. We'll just have to keep going with what we've got. Just definitely making sure there's nothing here what looks like an Evo. Nah, there's definitely nothing. Right, okay, so don't worry about that. Let's carry on. And then Evo Grill. They've got like, it's sort of... Let's find it. It's sort of like a thin one of them, isn't it? Oh, mate. Oh, mate. That's sort of it. I'd say a little bit more. If we line that up with like this bit of the headlight here, I think that'll look pretty good. And then you've got like the 2 sort of grill bits here. So if we get 2 vents and do that, so how are we going to do that? Let's have a look. I'd say they're like this, aren't they? Oh my god, mate, yeah. This is sick. Right, okay, so we've got that. Just pulling away from the grill bit. So I'd say if they end just before the grill, don't we, on the Evo? So bring them together. Right, bring them together a bit more. It'd help if they weren't, because they're very deep, these. That looks okay. The bumper does look very small though. And then we've got like a box thing. Let's do that. I wonder if this... No, okay. Let's go back to it here. Right, okay, so we're just looking for basically a box. I'd say this would do, to be honest. This, oh yeah, this will do nicely. This will be lovely. Right, there we go. And then we've got sort of like, it's a little bit wider than that, and then we've got 2 like more vent things, which are circles. Have we got any circle vents around? Don't think we have. I was right, we don't have any circle vents. Right, that's a bit of a shitter. I suppose we could make do with these ones. So if we make do with these, oh mate, yeah, that's good enough. That is good enough. So we have those, and then we've got 2 of these big ones which we use for the grill thing here. So just extend them. Sort of looks like that. It sort of does look like that on the picture I've got up here. It does look a bit dodgy though, because this is sort of being cut off by that. If I put this a little bit more up, maybe that looks a little bit better. That'll do. That'll do. So if we go to wings, oh, we need a good Evo wing. I think I've got an Evo wing. Oh mate, I have got an Evo wing. This will do nicely. Okay, let's pop that up here. There we go, that looks good. Nice little Evo wing there. What annoys me as well is the fact that I know it's probably really hard to develop, but the fact that it doesn't go with the line of the car at the back. If the spoiler went with the line of the car at the back, like with the sort of shape of it, that'd be amazing, honestly. But I don't know if it's down to. I wonder if I can change it. Could I change it to this way? No. No, that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's only a game, I suppose. Okay, and obviously on the bonnet we need that big sort of thing what they've got. So I think it's that. Oh no, it's the handles. What sort of handles do they have? They just have normal sort of car handles, don't they? Really, nothing special there. These will do the job. I'll put one here, and then I'll put another set at the back so back passengers can get in. There we are, looking good. And then now it's time for the bonnet. Here we are. It's sort of like that, isn't it? Oh mate, yeah, that'll do. Oh, that will do. It's like an R34 swap front end Evo. And then what else have we got? We've got the exhausts. Just a big sort of Jap can will do. Let's have a look at the back. What do they look like from the back? I don't really know what sort of exhaust they've got. Let me just do a quick Google there. Yeah, it's just one big exhaust on the right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so let's put a big exhaust in on the right. Obviously default by 2. Oh mate, this is gonna look good. Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks sick. That looks unreal. And then we get the grills again. And then I wonder if there's something we can do to give it like a carbon fibre look at the back. What's this? That looks a bit odd, that, to be honest. I wonder if there's any. Oh mate, that doesn't look too bad actually. Is there any like diffusers at all at the back we can have? Let's have a look. Don't think there is, but it's okay. We can deal with that. So yeah, that's looking pretty sick already at the back. And then let's put like a whole thing in there. Let's do that. That'll look good. So we need to turn that around to this side for the license plate, which should look pretty decent. There we go. Shall we just have it here and make it a bit bigger? Because obviously it'll be a Jap plate. Because JDM bro. Okay, yeah, so that's looking pretty good. Give it some status. Let's give it a front lip here. Lower that down a bit. The front does look pretty mean. Apart from that, which I can't perfect, I think it does. It sort of looks like an Evo 4 or 5 a little bit. I think it might be 4 or 5. Don't quote me on that. And then the back, I suppose we could do with a lip on the back as well. Mod this bad boy up. Shrink it down, put it onto the bottom, and obviously pull that across there. There you go, that's looking good. I wish car mods in real life were this easy. Okay, let's get some badges on there as well. One which looks most like a Mitsubishi badge. None of them. This sort of... No, not really. No, I don't think we're going to get one. Let's just put this one on there. Alright. Okay, let's make that a bit smaller. Pull that down. Looking good. And just do the same on the back. Oh, we don't want it that big though. Could have that in the middle, and then on the exhaust thing, I've got something that says turbo. We'll have that one. Put that there. And if we just flip that around, now I've got a turbo. And then we can just create like a 2-litre turbo engine for it as well. So let's go ahead and do that once we've given it all-wheel drive. And then, what colour do we have it? Do we have it red? Do we have it blue? I'd say blue because it's sort of like a Subaru colour, isn't it? Blue. Can't really remember what colours Evos are, to be honest, like out the showroom. So let's have it made out of a LSI, whatever that is. Give it a longer stroke and a slightly smaller bore. There we go. Then we'll have a dual overhead cam. We'll have 4 of those. Head material can be made out of what the block is made out of, and we'll give it whatever this is again. I forgot what that is. Variable valves. There we go. I thought that just called VV, not VVL. Okay, so let's make that out of forged steel, because it's still going to be fairly cheap like the Subarus and Evos are and stuff. And we'll make this out of do we want one? We want sort of average RPM and high torque, don't we? Because they're very torquey engines, and we're heading towards the sort of 300 brake horsepower sort of area, so that'll be cool. And then we'll do this. Let's talk very high. Let's go for that one. I think that's good, and we'll just bump the quality up a little bit as well. I'll leave the compression ratio for now. I'll put the cam profile up to about 65. It's got variable valve, so I need to put that higher than that. Give it variable valve timing. I think that's what that is. VVT. Yeah, there we go. I was right. Sick. Give it turbo, of course. We'll give it a ball bearing, and we'll give that a large air cooler as well. Keep all this standard for now until we work out what the engine's sort of doing. And then obviously it's going to be a fuel injected engine, throttle per cylinder, and we'll give it performance intake, and we'll run it on premium fuel there. What shall we give that? Much power, lower octane. We'll probably just increase that a little bit, and we want the rev limit to be about 6,500. Maybe push it a little bit higher if we can. Lower octane on the ignition time. We'll just leave that for the time being, but bump the quality up as well. And we've got those headers, whatever that means. We'll give it a bypass valve. We'll shorten this down a little bit because you do sometimes lose power. I don't know if it works off if it calculates back pressure or what. In fact, I don't think that would matter with the petrol turbo anyway. Let's have a look. So high flow 3-way. We'll give that a reverse flow, and we'll just do straight through. In fact, no, fuck it, we'll just do straight through, just cause JDM, bro. Okay, so this is, oh mate, we're making 273 horsepower already. This is fantastic. Oh my god, and we're only using 83 RON, so let's give it a listen, see what it sounds like. Get it on that dyno, mate. Spooling up here. Let's try and get that turbo spool up a little bit earlier. Yeah, so we'll try and get the turbo spooling up a little bit earlier than what it is doing at the moment. So let's, for now, just play with this. If I just bring the compressor down a little bit, which will allow us to build it up earlier. And then bring the turbine down, but put the boost up and possibly increase the AR ratio as well. Just a little bit, there we go. And then what's the RON at the moment? Oh mate, that's gonna seriously kick in, that is. Oh my god, we're making 337 horsepower already, this is great. Okay, so that'll do for there. We can sort of make a bit more power by putting this up. What could we do here? We could give it a little bit more economy. Obviously it's not an economy engine by any stretch of the imagination, it's just for you to just sort of hoon about your local sort of streets. So what we could do is, if we bring this down, I think as well, oh no, because that sort of puts the octane up. I think if we do that, yeah, it gives you better economy anyway, so let's bring that up. Oh mate, 342 horsepower, this is a weapon, this mate. This is like an FQ, this is going to be like an FQ 400, this Evo. So let's do that. What else have we got here? So this is just, oh shit, I've just gone back. Right, so we mess around with it after. It's quite a reliable engine as well, which is good. What could we bump this up to safely? You can see the turbo's working quite hard. What is it? It's because I've probably made the turbo smaller, that's why. That gives us more power, and we don't think we can have twin turbos on this game yet, although hopefully it won't be too far away. Oh, and if we increase the exhaust size, it's looking like it's gonna increase the power as well. Well, let's keep it at a reasonable 3.75, because I think that's like what an aftermarket exhaust would be as well. I think, don't quote me on that. But yeah, this is a pretty good engine, to be honest. It didn't really take much tinkering around, and we've got it to run on 92 RON. I wonder actually if I can bring that down a little bit. I can run this on standard. Alright, so that's the engine side of things done. Let's get on to the actual like gearbox and stuff like that. So let me just go into that here. We'll have a manual 6-speed gearbox. Apparently the top speed's pretty strong at 147. That's pretty good. Shall we have the top speed is like 162 or something like that? We'll have an electric LSD. In fact, oh no, we'll just have an electric LSD. Fuck it, we'll just have that. Put the quality up. We'll put that up by 15 because it tends to increase the sort of top speed. And let's have a look. What wheels can we have? This is the bit where it gets fun. We'll have some nice JDM wheels, some Bowler B1 looking things. We'll have those, and we'll want sports compound. We'll have 18-inch, and then we'll have 245, 245. Still not filling the marches. Let's have it 255, and then we'll space the wheels out a little bit. There we go. Sick. Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna go with. There isn't any apart from these. Oh, these look pretty good, but these look just sick. So I think we'll just have these for now. Car's looking pretty good, to be fair. I like the spoiler, I like everything. So let's go over to the next one. We'll bump the quality up a tiny bit, and we want alloy as well, otherwise it won't actually let us progress. So the next one we'll have vented discs on the front, and we'll have 4 pistons. Which basically means they're pretty beastly brakes, and then we'll have 330mm, and then we can have a solid twin piston at the back, because typically the main braking and stuff like at the front, where you get most of your power anyway. As far as I know, I don't know much, but okay. And then we'll have downforce just so we can get a bit more top speed out of it, and then so I'll just pop that there. We can have some, in fact no, we'll just leave that, We'll have 5 seats, sport seats, we'll have just standard infotainment, and we'll have power steering, anti-lock, traction control. Oh, we need good launch control, and we need to be safe too. Okay, active, sport, semi-adaptive, passive, sport settings. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around with these myself. And this is it. So what have we got? So in terms of top speed, what are we looking at here? So we've got 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds, so it's not really that fast. It should really be sub 5 seconds. The top speed's not very good, so obviously the gearing and stuff like that needs a little bit of work. So let's see what we can do. So let's see if there's any way for us to bring that top speed up first of all anyway. Where's all the downforce and stuff? Where's that gone? Downforce, there we are. So if this brings up the top speed at all, no. 6.7, 126. Wow, okay. Wonder if a wing will. Oh, wing increases it. Yeah. What about cooling flaps? No. No. What if we angle the wing a little bit? Oh no. 141. Okay. 141.4, 141.5. Well, I'm guessing it'll probably slow the car down a little bit. Oh wow. Alright, what happens if we just do this lot? 146. Alright. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Lower values, less drag. Ah, right, I see, okay. So let's have a look and see if that's affected the 0 to 60 time. No, it hasn't. Right, okay, so for 0 to 60, what we could probably do is if we... Oh, no. Right. First of all, let's lower this. So the top speed... Right, okay, so the top speed, for example, is 150 miles an hour. And then the spacing, let's just see what happens. 5.6, okay, so if we keep going up. See, and that's where it goes back down. You get 2.8% wheel spin. And then usually if we put some of the power to the rear, we might be able to get rid of some wheel spin. And also shave a few sort of little milliseconds off the 0 to 60 as well. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. It looks like it's going to have to be 5.5, which is a bit crap, to be honest. Not going to lie. Okay. I wonder if we increase the tyre. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit better. Let's just up it to +8, see what that's like. We've got our alloys, we've got our wheels. Okay. This won't really do anything really. I'll just increase the brakes. Let's increase the brakes a little bit. 150.1 miles an hour though. That's a pretty good top speed if you ask me. It's pretty decent. Oh my god, we can increase the quality of this and it'll go up even more. Wow. Did not even think to do that. 152. Wonder if we increase it if it'll... Oh no, it doesn't lower the 0 to 60. Oh, now it does. What if we then space it a little bit more? 5.5, there we go. 6, so we'll just keep it as that for now. And then the top speed of it again is 158.6. Wow, that's decent. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything, to be honest. 5.5 seconds to 60. 158.6 mile an hour top speed, and let's just put it round the airfield track, which we all know is the top track, but let's pop it through anyway, just see how it does. That's really good. Track's done, so you can see it takes it 1 minute 23 to get round the track, which compared to some of the cars I've created is actually pretty good. Obviously it's not supercar level, quarter mile, 30.982, so compared to an Evo it's probably not as fast as an Evo, given the amount of horsepower this thing's got as well. I mean, it's got, let's have a look, where is it, how much horsepower has it got? I think it's got like 345 brake horsepower, but it's not telling me, or I can't see it anyway. There's nothing there. Design 345, there we go, yeah, so it's 345 brake horsepower, but it does look pretty sick. I wish the front end looked a little bit more modern. That's the only thing I'm not as keen on, is these headlights. I couldn't get any better headlights, but that was it, guys. So if you enjoyed the episode and you want to see more of these types of videos where I create sort of cars like cars in real life, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you want me to create something like a BMW M5 or something like that, or just any random car, then please do leave it in the comments. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.